Alright, howdy folks, welcome back to Taylor Burke's Road to the Show series here on MLB 23 PS5 episode 123. No game today, it's the All-Star episode where we do a little recap of everything that's kind of going on inside the series and all. And yeah, we kind of look at the All-Star game and everything that has to go with it, but we can't see All-Star rosters until we play the game, usually, is how it works. But really quickly, I'm trying to get us some music here. There you go, that'll work. Turn down some. Alright. So let's go ahead and do a little update of what's going on with the season and everything. So, the Orioles sit at 41-50, 5 games back. Struggling bad lately. Lost 4 in a row. Taylor's struggling here lately, but not that bad. Just struggling by, like, Taylor standards. Anyways, an update on Taylor. He's 21 years old. He's still an 88. We're not really moving much there. But here's where his attributes are. He's got 19 starts this year. He's only 7-6, 129 innings, 152 Ks in that, and a 2.16 ERA. Same WHIP. We've actually thrown 3 complete game shutouts this year with a 4.5 WAR. So, I mean, we're projecting for the same stats this year, just a little different. We've seen a good emergence from Grayson Rodriguez and Sean Reed Foley, really pitching well for us. Jeffrey Springs has not been the best acquisition so far, and Dean Kramer has struggled. The bullpen is okay and bad at the same time. Adley Rutschman is playing quite well again this year, an 860 OPS. He just does this kind of stuff a lot. He's looking at a really high WAR this season. Gary Sanchez hasn't been the worst backup in the world, but he could be better, of course. We don't actually have a first baseman that wants to play for us. Brendan Rodgers has been quite disappointing this year with a 684 OPS. For the money we paid him. Well, we didn't pay him that much. We'd still like to get more out of him. But Luis Arias, when he gets to play, is a good hitter. Doing good stuff for us. Vidal Brujan, thought this guy was going to be better than he is. Not having a good year, but he does play a lot of positions at least. Thomas Segis, when he gets to play, is just a very below average third baseman. He could get better. He will get better. But we'll just have to give him some time. I want to check on Colson Montgomery here soon. IKF has had a great season. Hopefully he continues that. Jesse Winker continues to hit. I mean, you can't hate on Jesse Winker. Somehow he still has a spot in this league. And on this team, he continues to play the outfield. He's a terrible fielder. An absolutely terrible fielder. But he still has a spot out there. Drew Jones, the acquisition and the trade with the D-backs for Jackson Holiday, just cannot hit. He's filthy in the field. Got to get that bat to come around. Jesus Sanchez has had a huge step down from his phenomenal 2025. A 600 OPS. Just really bad year from Jesus Sanchez here. We do have a couple guys I'd like to see make some progress on getting to the league. Next year I want to see James Wood up. He played his last 2 years in Washington and was all right. And since being traded to us, he has posted a solid stat line in AAA, like really good. 978 OPS, and he's really good in the field. James Wood next year will be a great addition to the team. And then Pablo Escobar, a 78 overall, just probably our best hitter on the team. He keeps hitting. He's not great in the field, but hey, the dude hits. I'd like to see Castellanos called up here sometime soon. But anyways, let's go and get into this All-Star game. And we lose 2 more. We are not starting it.
All-Star team, congratulations.
This is our second All-Star team.
What do you remember most about those games?
Whatever. This is our second All-Star team. And we're going to come in here in the 6th in a tie game, 0-0.
I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us. We're in the 6th and nobody out.
Number 29, Taylor Brooks.
Now batting Key Brian.
Alright,
Hayes.
we've got the new jerseys. They kind of look sick.
first pitch, and he just misses. Brooks, an all-star a season ago. He features a
Y'all can see
two-seam
who we're throwing
fastball,
to there. That's
a
Cam.
changeup, a slider, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter.
What's that one here?
Here comes a pitch.
So we get a throw to Cam here. Brian Hayes is the hitter. Third baseman for the Pirates.
That's down and in.
Taking ball 3. So don't want to walk him, and we don't.
There's a foul
Not yet,
ball.
at least. Go slider. Usually for pitchers,
So now
they just get
3-2.
1 inning.
On the ground to first.
And played by Lowe, it'll be 1 down. Beautiful. Juan Soto in the 3-hole.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Chris Soto was a runner-up
And
for
we'll
the
of course
National
check
League Rookie
All-Stars
of the Year in
after.
2018 to Ronald
I believe we
Acuña
are
Jr.,
the
and then a runner-up for
lone
the MVP in
representative
2021
from the O's.
to
I
Bryce
don't know if
Harper. Is this
Hadley
a
made
guy you
it.
think could win
Hopefully
an
he did, but I
MVP
don't
somewhere down
know.
the line?
No, I expect him to, and not just one. I think more than one MVP.
Soto
considering
has
how
such
young
good
he was when
stats
he got to
against
the big
righties.
leagues, just 19.
And he's going to make us
Line
pay
drive,
for one
and
right
that
over the
should be
plate.
extra bases. Now he'll turn for second.
And it is
Henniger whips it
a
in
1-out
quickly,
double.
and now a runner
Hey,
moves
there's
into
Alex in
scoring
the field.
position
That's Adam
as
in
we
the
look
field
for the
as well.
first run of the ball game.
So the whole gang's out here.
Down. Here's a big power
Here
threat.
is
Ronald
probably the
Acuña
best player in the
Jr.
game, Ronald Acuña.
Next offering is fouled
It's
back.
0-2. Scoreless game here, and that was a bad slider.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball.
Got him with the slider there,
It's
2
a
down.
strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite
Front door
side.
slider.
That's a tremendous
Oh,
two-strike
yeah.
pitch.
Alonso can't hold up, and that's a strike. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Oh, yeah.
That's in there.
0-2.
It's nothing in 2.
Go get him, Taylor.
The pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side.
Easy 1,
Lowe
2,
takes it to
3.
the bag, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors,
Well,
and
actually,
a man left.
we didn't 1,
We
2,
go to
3,
the
but
bottom
we came
half of
close.
inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots
Parker
to
due up.
And we still
We'll see what he does. He grounded out. 2-run shot, Mitch Haniger. We've got the lead. And guess who's in line for the win? Uh-oh. There's a double play. Beautiful. Clase to end it. He's going to get it. A 3-0
This is just a nice
AL win.
ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also
As
know
Taylor
if you're not
is the
careful,
winning pitcher in the All-Star game.
home run ties everything up, but it was great pitching, timely hitting really made the difference.
a shutout in this one, 3-0.
So we threw 1 inning, gave up a double, and no earned runs, no walks, struck out 1. We'll take it, man. And that is going to conclude Taylor's second All-Star game. And let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about who was All-Stars and everything. A little league recap, you know. See what we can get. All right. So, your All-Stars this year in the NL, Max Hamilton started the game. He is far and away ahead of everybody for the Cy Young there. Means with the Mets, Kyle Wright, Jack Flaherty, Zach Gallen, and Shohei Ohtani is going to be an All-Star again. Talking about Shohei, signed that absurdly large deal with the San Francisco Giants. This is where I think he's going in real life, but throws really well in his first 2 years. Looks like it was an 11-year deal. Yeah, it must be an 11-year deal. Anyways, throws really good in his first 2 years, especially in his first year. A little bit of a down year ERA-wise, and then hitting-wise, Shohei, 900 OPS, 980, and this year 1017. Been very worth that contract so far. We'll see if he can continue to be as productive in the future. Relief pitcher Brusdar Gratterall, Norian Massa, a young closer for the Padres, Romano Phillips. Alexis Diaz has turned into a star in real life and in the game. Tyler Stevenson, Pete Alonso, who is now a Philly. He's having a crazy good year. MVP leader, Pete Alonso, right now. Taking away the starting spot from what would normally be an easy candidate, and that's Matt Olson. Josh Naylor is a Rocky. That's a good place, good fit for him. On a 2-year deal, and he's hitting the ball pretty well. Ozzy Albies is going to be starting at second base. He's had a really good year after, the past 3 not being as good. Yeah, Ozzy's playing good, man. Gavin Lux also made it. And then Brian Hayes was your starter. He's a 91 overall. Dang. Dude's good. Nolan Arenado is still playing extremely well at a high level. 891 OPS. Going to be every bit worth that contract that the Cardinals ended up giving him back in 2021. Probably a future Hall of Famer, not in the game, but in real life. Alec Boehm is an 81 overall, crazy good contact numbers. Tommy Edman is a 95 overall for some reason. I mean, what? He's a great fielder, good contact bat. Bichette with the Braves now, signing that 5-year deal. Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto's there, Austin Hayes, the former Oriole. Man, I wish we would have kept this guy. That bat would be nice in the order, but it's okay. Cedric Mullins, man, I wish we would have kept this guy. Yeah, we just love giving our guys to the Dodgers. Man, I wish we would have kept this guy too. I feel like we just threw away what we had, Mookie Betts and Ronald Acuna are there. Acuna's having an absurd season once again. He's just like the best player in this game, outside of Shohei Ohtani. All right, for the NL, Logan Gilbert is your starting pitcher. Taylor was your 2. Chance Davis, Christian Javier, and Luis Garcia. Chance, you can see there, 9-6, 172 Ks, insane, a 3 ERA. Bryce Wilson, Andres Munoz, Clark Schmidt. Bryce Wilson, really? I guess so. Class A is disgusting. Alex Lang, really good too. Felix Bautista, gave him away for a bag of chips, basically. For Tim Anderson, like literally Tim Anderson. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Cam Jackson was the MVP last year, and he's going to continue to dominate, but not quite on the same level. Still your starting catcher, and he's still phenomenal in the field. So, Nate Lowe, your first baseman, really good player. Nico Horner, Gleyber Torres, Andres Jimenez, and Bryson Stott made it as the 4th one. I don't know how he did that. I don't even know how Jimenez got in there. Nicky Lopez, hitting .312, gets in for his first All-Star game. Joe Ram is still getting All-Star game votes. Alex Parker gets in his 2nd All-Star game. He was in it last year. Or maybe the year before he was in it. I'm not sure. It's his 2nd one regardless, though. Maybe his 4th. I don't know. I'm not counting. He's at a 26.4 career WAR. He's had a good year, really good year so far with the Angels. Bobby Witt is a 95 and is also in the All-Star game. Dude's insane as well. Yordan Alvarez is having an MVP season like none we've seen before in terms of power. 39 homers through 89 games. Dude's looking to set an Astros record. Stephen Kwan, Rosarena, Ian Happ is in the All-Star game, playing out that contract with Cleveland. It's going quite well for him. Adam Turner is your starting center fielder, also in the run for the MVP. Such a high average, high on base guy, a 7.4 WAR because he is the best center fielder in terms of fielding in baseball, probably the best center fielder in baseball, if we're being honest. Not to mention that Adam, 468 on base percentage, and for a guy who steals bases like him, that is quite unbeatable. Miles Straw, second, is having a sneaky good year, and then Mitch Haniger, all Guardians. Such a successful year for the Guardians. Our next start will be up against the Chicago White Sox and then the New York Yankees. So hopefully the second half of the year goes a little better than the first half. But yeah, that's it for me. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That's Taylor Brooks, episode 123. And the